I'm going to talk to you about seasons. Yeah, I was like, what am I going to talk to you about? Seasons, and don't discount them. I discounted some of my seasons, and I feel like I wish I could go back and not have done that. When you do that, you cause yourself like unnecessary stress, frustration, heartache, the battle in your mind when you think something's one way when it's really not. So my dog is, Charlie, get down. Sorry. Okay. So Ecclesiastes 3, I'm going to read this to you and tell you why I'm reading it to you. Ecclesiastes 3, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted. That was a big one for me. A time to kill, a time to heal, a time to break down, and a time to build up. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to cast away stones, a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing. Interesting. A time to get, a time to lose. I'm really all about that getting season. Getting time. A time to keep. I don't know. It depends. Sometimes when you lose things, it's for the better. I don't know. Okay. A time to keep, a time to cast away. A time to rend and a time to sow. A time to keep silent and a time to speak. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. What profit hath he that worketh in that wherein he laboreth? Hey, did I keep this in King James? I sure did. Because that one was like, change that mess. Okay. What profit is there for the worker from that in which he labors? I have seen the task which God has given to the sons of men with which to occupy themselves. Okay, so this scripture, we were getting ready to make a huge change. Well, okay, this scripture was on my mind about 2 years before we were making like a huge change. And I just kept hearing a time. And I was like, what is that? And I was like, oh, there's a scripture. You like a time for this and a time for that. And I was like, what scripture is that? And I had to look it up, and so the Lord was trying to tell me during this time, because I was feeling really disconnected in the season that I was in, because I didn't realize that it was a season that was coming to an end. It was a time to be plucked up, that which was planted. And so because I didn't realize that that's what was happening, that the disconnection was okay, and that it was 100% the Lord doing that. Otherwise, if I wasn't disconnected, I probably wouldn't have made the big change. And I just wish I could have really soaked in what was really going on, and really, like, the Lord gave me that and I held on to that, but I held on to it with the feeling of disconnection instead of grabbing to that and going, okay, the Lord is changing. The Lord is changing things. The Lord is changing things. God himself is rearranging everything. Because if I would have done that, I think I would have been way less hurt, or frustrated, or scared to move, or to make the big jump and change. So the Lord has been bringing back that scripture, and he said, I want you to share that time, because the Lord doesn't want you to discount your time, whatever time it is for you. What time is it for you? Don't fear the time. Don't run from the time. Don't be frustrated with the time. just fully go to the Lord with what time it is. What season am I in? What time am I in? And ask him to surround you with people who can walk through with you in that time. Just don't discount your time. Don't do what I did. I discounted the disconnecting time and made it way more complicated than I needed to make it. So moving forward, I'm not going to discount it. So I just wanted to leave you with that. Just wanted to let you know, ask yourself, what time is it? What time am I in? What time am I in? And ask the Lord to reveal it to you, and don't discount it. Embrace it. Embrace what the Lord has you in, the season he has you in, because life's too short to be frustrated or whatever, that it's not a certain time that you want it to be, if that makes sense. Be okay with the time that you're in. Don't discount it. It's for a reason. What lessons God want us to learn in the different times that he has us in. He's there with us in every time. Oh, and another thing that I thought was so good about this scripture, I'm like, he didn't miss anything. He didn't miss a single thing that happens in this life. There is a time for everything. So God was already ahead of you in each time that you're going to be in each season that you're going to be in. God was already, he had it all listed out. Like, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. And every single one of us are going to go through every single time. And the Lord just wants to be with you in it. He wants to reveal to you what time it is. He wants you to walk in that time the right way, because he wants the best outcome for you. And that's it. It's really stormy here today, so that makes me so happy. Have a great day.